¿Qué tal, Teenkers? ¿Cómo están? Espero se encuentren muy bien. El día de hoy tenemos un invitado, pues ahora sí que extremadamente interesante por el hecho de que es de los más jóvenes que hemos traído, pero aparte de eso es el primero que no es hispanohablante. Por lo tanto, si me lo permiten, voy a cambiar a inglés y ustedes podrán entender con subtítulos la entrevista. What's up? How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. What about you?
Great, great. I'm really excited about this opportunity. Thank you for coming. I was telling these guys that you are maybe the youngest that we have ever interviewed. Um, we usually invite a little older people, but you're between the range, so that's really interesting. Tell us about yourself. What's your name? What do you like to do?
My name is Ayman. My hobbies are going out for a walk. Usually I do that, or I go swimming, or I like skateboarding too.
Cool. So nice, man. So it's really cool, Ayman, because I found you literally, and that's like the good thing of the internet and how you can connect people when you have like common interests. Like I was scrolling down on Instagram and I found your account and it seemed really nice. Like the content that you make is really impactful because specifically because not many teens your age, like many people gain awareness at an older age, but at your specific age, like it's really impactful and I congratulate you because not many people do that at their age. So tell us about a little bit of your content. Why did you decide to do it and what is it in general?
My content is almost only about motivating other teens around the world to gain more self-awareness, to get a better mindset, to make the world of teens think differently, think better.
Great. And how did you inspire to do this? When did you start? How is it?
Well, I just felt like so many of my friends became so negative. So I just thought, why not just start a Instagram account? Yeah, that's just how I started. I just took my phone and started recording.
And how much time do you have with it right now?
What do you mean by that? How much time?
Yeah, like for how long have you been working on this?
Well, I mean, I've started recording videos and posting them since the start of this year, since the 1st of January. But I've been practicing talking to camera since before that.
Wow, so the I believe you have right now like 1,000 followers. Those followers are the ones that you have made along these 25 days of the year?
No, not completely. Half of that, maybe, yes, but not the whole time. Because before that, I already had Instagram and I also had friends. Yeah.
Ah,
So,
okay, okay.
yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's 500 people in 25 days is something uh really big and more for your age. Um, and yeah, like I don't know what video I saw at first, but you were talking a little bit about like making metaphors and analogies about life, how seeing the good side it's better than focusing on the negative parts of life. How also you talk a little bit about bullying. Um, and I would like to know like where do you get this resilience? Because you talk a lot about resilience. Where do you get this resilience like to confront the problems that come to you in life? That I believe that is a really important question in your case.
Well, I've struggled a lot with bullying and so yeah, I got the resilience also from I watch a lot of TED Talks and stuff about improving resilience, and I actually really like that. And since I was also struggling with bullying or self-doubt, I just felt like it was a good idea to share it with the world.
Great, man. So basically you take motivation from different sources and
Yes.
you try to use it to impact those around you.
Yes.
Wow. That's really, really exciting and really powerful because yeah, because you're young and when you're young, sometimes you don't notice that. Sometimes people like many children don't understand that, specifically children, more when you're nine,
Yeah.
8 years old. I have also been through bullying. and it is something hard when like that you don't understand why other people are mean. But then when you start to realize like the psychological backgrounds and then understanding how you can manage these situations based on like TED Talks and different motivation sources. I mean, it is so powerful, and I congratulate you for that for doing that. I would also like to talk about you say you're trilingual. That's really impressive for being your age. When when did you learn these? What's your native language?
So, since I was born in Germany, I just learned the language by talking with friends so I can speak German. English, I went to an international kindergarten where I was taught English, and all of us at home here speak English, so not that hard to learn English. And I have Indonesian roots, so I also was taught to speak Indonesian. Yeah,
Wow. And you're so from your parents.
yes.
And are you trying? Sorry, I got curious. Your name is Indonesian or is German?
It's Indonesian Arabic.
Hmm. You know the meaning of it? Sometimes it's really
It
interesting to know
it means the right one, the
the
right
right
path.
one.
Yeah.
Ooh, great. Well, if I can say something, you are on the right path.
Thank you.
No, no problem, man. It's so nice to meet you. I believe that you have, despite having a really brief career, a really recent start of your career, um, I think that you're doing a really great job. Um, I would also like to know if you would like to learn more languages, and how hard is it for you to learn them?
I really want to learn French. Because the language is just it feels so elegant and it feels nice to learn that language. And it has been pretty hard for me because I've been trying to learn French over 2 or 3 years now, and I'm still not good, but it's the process. I mean, what do you expect?
I mean, yeah, it's you gotta trust the process, and I believe it is the first type of, I don't know how you say this in English, but there's like a root of languages. For example, the English and German, they have a common root of languages. I don't know the name. It is Germanic. So I don't really know about it, but I've heard that they have common roots. Like they are similar languages. And French is a romantic language. I don't know
Mm.
if that's, yeah, romantic. Um, and so the other romantic languages are like Spanish, French, Portuguese. Um, I don't know which other one, but they have a common root. So when you speak Spanish, for example, that I do, the one that is really similar to Spanish is Portuguese. Like they are really similar. You can pretty much understand a Portuguese person or a Brazilian person just by by common interaction. Not always, but some words. And so I'm curious, like when you learned German, oh, well, you were born in Germany. Well, when you learned English, like was it easy because because like the words of or the vocabulary are similar?
I mean, since I learned English very young, I don't really remember, but I guess I just started watching a lot of English stuff on YouTube or so,
Great. So you think that the best way
and
to learn a
and I
language
was
is to,
also reading a lot of. Yeah, and I also think reading books in a certain language help you understand or get the words in your head better.
you like reading?
Kind of, yeah. Depends on what topic.
Okay, okay. What kind of topics do you like to read?
I like fantasy, yeah, basically just fantasy, or um, I don't know what theme it's called, like Harry Potterish.
Yeah, yeah, like fantasy, like fiction,
Yeah, yeah, fiction, yeah.
yeah, like magic. That's cool. So like you like, for example, Narnia, or there's also the Lord of the Rings. You like that kind of stuff or
Yeah,
more
yeah, I like
magical?
that kind of stuff.
Cool. Yeah, that's I believe that reading, specifically when you're young, it's also really important because you can like you put your imagination, your creativity to work, as you have to imagine everything, and you sometimes learn many valuable lessons. For example, I believe Narnia has many like yeah lessons that you can learn and put in practice to your life. So it's a really good book to maybe have like a self-development. And also Harry Potter is really good. I've read probably most of the books, not all of them, but many. So it's really interesting that you comment that. So you want to learn French. What have your steps been to reach to that goal? What have you been doing?
What I've been doing is, first of all, I do Duolingo. I don't know
Hmm.
if that's a big help, but I do it.
Cool.
Um, it's also good to do Duolingo because for me, it's building a habit. And then I also read French texts or listen to maybe some French music or so. Yeah. And watch
Nice.
stuff on French, like series I know. I turn I turn the language in French and put the subtitles in English, so I still kind of understand it. But then I get the French melody. You get it?
Yeah, yeah. Super cool. So wow. The thing is that like for example, I have tried Duolingo and it is sometimes really frustrating that you're doing the reminder of your streak that you have to do like
Yes.
one exercise every day and you have to do it and it's like 10 minutes before 12 a.m. and your streak is gonna disappear if you don't do it. So it's like, oh, I'm going to do it super fast. So yeah, it's really cool, but it's frustrating. So congrats. I that's a really good language too and to add it to your list. And I was going to ask you, since you're like related to all of these, um, I don't know if psychology, but like motivation and speaking and public speaking, maybe. What are your interests like for a career or what would you like to do in the future?
Um, I would like to do two specific things. First of all, being a speaker, speaking in front of a lot of people about this topic about teen life and motivation. Or I would sell my own digital product to help teens. Yeah.
That's great. And wow, but because to be honest, my yeah, like my biggest curiosity here is like, where do you really get like the motivation to do this? Like, is it because of the things you've gone through? Is it because most people will say like, oh yeah, everyone should um like I don't know anything to no one. Why should I care about other people? But you are like, hey, I've gone through this. I found some motivation. I want to do it and spread it and make a big change in the world, no? Why do you do it?
Because me myself, I have struggled so much with bullying and so much of that stuff. And I just really hate other people experience the same thing. So why not stop it? Try to stop it. Yeah.
Wow, it's really really powerful because that feeling comes from the empathy that you know how it feels. And so trying to stop it from happening from others, that's really powerful and really admirable. Admirable. Yeah. So congrats, man. I wish I also had that when I was your age because I discovered that some years later that I wanted to that passion. So yeah, great, great. 13. Wow. And you're getting 14 this year?
Yes, I'm getting 14 in September.
Wow. Well, congrats. So you're 2011.
You know.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm 2006. And so seeing sometimes people that I imagine them so young, like I would imagine you that you're like 8 years old, like in my head, not at seeing you. So then thinking that you are actually 14 or you will be by being born in 2011, that's crazy. So really cool. And so what else do you like to do? Like you told me you like to going out, hang out with friends, but like do you have any particular hobby like I don't know, like playing an instrument or like something like that? I don't know. It's I'm curious about it.
Um, I don't really like playing an instrument, but I like going to swimming.
Great.
Because since I was young, I had a big passion for swimming, and I've actually joined a lot of competitions when I was young. Yeah, and I actually won a lot. So yeah, I actually like swimming a lot.
Great. Congrats, man. I and do are you good like do you like to compete or you just do it for fun?
I like to compete, yes,
Wow. And
because
how
competing for
has
me is fun.
Oh, okay. Great, great, great. And how has it gone?
It's been nice actually. I've never actually got. I never was worse than fifth place actually so far. Yeah, so
Great.
I'm pretty
Great.
happy with myself.
Nice, man. Congrats. Really champion winner. That's the thing that you said. That competing is fun for you. That tells a lot about your way of being, your character. So great job, man. Well, I usually ask two questions. Like most of the things that we talked about, it has only been like things that come across my mind that we talk as a yeah as an interview to learn more about yourself because it's to be honest it's really interesting. But the two last questions that I always do to all of my guests, I always do like it's like a routine. I always do them. So I will proceed with those. Okay.
Okay.
Well, the first one that I'm really curious about is where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Um, Honestly, in 10 years, I see myself on a big stage with all with a lot of teenagers around the world. I'm talking to them about what they can do to become their best self.
Wow. You see yourself studying something, achieving a particular goal with a quantity of people. What else?
Um, I see myself having a big digital product with a lot of teenagers what's it called? Um like I'm sorry, I forgot
Don't
the
worry.
word.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Profiting, so they can profit
Hmm.
from my digital product and become whatever they want to become. So I will help other people achieve their dreams.
Well, that's a really kind view of you, and I hope that you can fulfill this dream if you work hard for it and you make things right, keeping up with these values of empathy and discipline, you will do it, man. Lastly,
Thanks.
no problem. I would like to ask you if you have like of all the things that you've lived, of the main things that you like to share in social media, what is like an advice, a really important advice that you think that most teens should listen, specifically listen like by you, by another teen from from another teen. Um, yeah, like what is an advice that you think that could be powerful to for those that want to keep up on their dreams or that are afraid of continuing because of what they will say or bullying? Any idea that you think that might be powerful for anyone out there to listen it?
My idea, well, what I want to share with you guys is that consistency is always stronger than motivation. And you should always discipline yourself because if you discipline yourself now, you will live a happy life later.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Hyman. It's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry, Ayman or Ayman?
Ayman.
Ayman. Okay, Ayman. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not that common to have those type of names here. So it's really nice to meet you and
Yeah, yeah, it's
really
okay.
really interesting to have you here. I appreciate you for telling yes. Great story that you have. I believe that this will inspire many people out there. And mainly because you are doing what you like, you spend time on the things that you like, and you try to do something positive on the world, and that's something impactful that I believe many people will find interesting, and I hope they follow you. What's your Instagram?
Ayman's life.
Nice lie. Okay, so guys, please follow him on Instagram. This is a really international, really interesting international teenker that can that I believe will make a great change in the world in the following years. So please be some of the first people that follow him and follow his content because this guy is really nice. So, well, what can I say? Thank you so
Thanks.
much. No, no problem, man.
Thank you too.
No problem. It's my pleasure. So thank you so much, man. It was a wonderful video. I believe this will have a great impact. Thank you guys for watching. I will leave you his Instagram. You can see it here. I hope you still comment some other people, regardless of their background, where they are. We can still record it on Zoom and great create a great episode for Teenkers. So please share it. Share Ayman's story. This is really a really interesting story. Many other people could get it, um, could use it as motivation. And I hope everyone has a great day. Bye bye.
Bye.